Hey everyone, today we're talking about living in Ellicott City, Maryland, and the things you need to know if you're thinking about moving or living here in Ellicott City. And let's jump right into it. Welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things living in Maryland. So if that's the kind of information that you're looking for, be sure to click subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of our weekly videos about living in Maryland. And if you ever have any real estate questions, I am a local realtor here in the Maryland, Central Maryland area. So Ellicott City is a Baltimore suburb. We are only about 20 to 25 minutes from the Inner Harbor here in Ellicott City, and only about 45 to 50 minutes from DC. So it's a great location for anyone who's working in either of those areas. Ellicott City definitely is greater Baltimore, so you're gonna be seeing a ton of Ravens fans, Orioles fans, and you're not gonna really start seeing the DC people come alive until you get down to Montgomery County, which is a county south of here. Now, Ellicott City is my hometown. So everything I give you here is, I guess, going to be a little biased, but I'm going to talk to you about it anyways. Ellicott City is part of Howard County, Maryland. Howard County is known throughout the entire state and actually nationally for its great schools. So they're highly funded, and people are always constantly moving in for the great schools that we have here. So that's definitely a huge plus. We do have probably majority of families here in the area, so that's definitely something that people are paying attention to and a driving factor in people coming into the area here. I'm gonna post a link down below in the description, so if you are interested in getting reviews and just doing more detailed searches on our schools here in Maryland or Howard County, that website's a great resource. My wife is actually a teacher here in Howard County, and that's the website that her and other teacher friends of hers recommended to me when I was asking about what's the best way for people to do research on schools. So that's a great resource there, and it's going to be down in the description if you're interested. Ellicott City has about a 75% home ownership rate, and the average home price here in the area is about $550,000. If you're considering renting, you can expect to pay about $2,200 to $2,500 for a typical 3-bed, 2-bath townhome. If you're open to a smaller 1 or 2 bedroom condo, you can definitely find that here in the area, and that's going to get you closer down to $2,000 a month. Ellicott City is medium sized. We have just about 75,000 people here in Ellicott City, and it is part of Howard County, which I had mentioned earlier. And all of Howard County, I believe, only has about probably a little under 400,000 people or just around there. So it is a smaller county as well as far as population and just overall size as far as square miles. So it's not a huge county either. Now, of course, I would tell you Ellicott City is the best place to live here in Maryland, but don't just take my word for it. So Money Magazine came out with a list of top 100 places to live in the United States of America, and Ellicott City is number 63. I know people are doing less and less commuting during the COVID pandemic, but if you are still commuting to work, Ellicott City is ideal for commuters. So we have Route 29, Route 70, which cuts straight over to Baltimore's Beltway, which is 695, Route 100, which also gives you access to 95, and 95 runs straight from Baltimore down to DC. So you have access to all these highways very close, and it makes it very easy to get around quickly, which is a huge benefit. And we're only about 20 minutes from BWI, so if you fly very often, that's going to be a huge benefit being that close. All right, what about shopping and eating? So there's plenty of that to do here. Route 40 pretty much has it all. On Route 40 alone, we have a Sprouts, Giant, and a Walmart. We also have great food options here in Ellicott City. Just to name a few of my personal favorites, Sakura is a Japanese steakhouse. Very similar to Benihana, so when you're sitting there and you're watching them make it right in front of you, doing the onion volcano, and then at the end, making sure you can catch the shrimp tail that they throw in your mouth for you. So that's always a great place to go. Also, Bare Bones is a really good restaurant that we have right locally here in Ellicott City. And Mission Barbecue has kind of become a staple here in Maryland, and we got one right there on Route 40 as well. Longgate is another shopping option here in Ellicott City that has several other restaurants to choose from, and a Target, Barnes & Noble, as well as an Old Navy store and a Kohl's for all of your Amazon returns. If you're into fitness, there's several options here in Ellicott City. So on the more affordable side, Roger Carter Center is actually a Howard County sponsored facility. So that's going to be your best deal. They have a huge pool if you're into swimming. They've got a basketball court, and they've got all the different kind of weight and resistance training items that you're going to need. And then there's also a YMCA in Ellicott City, so that's another option. And then there's several other types of fitness centers. Misfit is very popular around here, so we have that down in Old Ellicott City, and then a couple other fitness options on Route 40. So there's going to be plenty to choose from when it comes to fitness centers. Turf Valley is on the very end of 40 as you head into western Ellicott City. They actually have not one, but 2 golf courses. So if you like to get out and golf, there's a few options there in addition to Turf Valley as well. So that's a great area if you're just looking for a close, quick night away. All right, next we're going to talk about Old Ellicott City. So this is an awesome historic part of Ellicott City. It's a great area to just, spend a night out. They've got tons of little shops and little stores that'll keep you busy for an evening, as well as great food down there as well. So they've got several different kinds of restaurants. La Palapa is a great Mexican restaurant down there. They've got a huge dance area as well in the evenings and on the weekends, which is a great time. And the other restaurants I would recommend would be Manor Hill and Phoenix Upper Main. So they've got great options for beer and wine if you're into that kind of thing. Those are definitely places that you want to check out. And then Judge's Bench is at the very top of Main Street, so that's a great place to try other different craft beers, and they've got an area upstairs where you can hang out, play darts and different things. So that's a great area that you're going to have to check out. They also do tons of fun things there in Old Ellicott City throughout the year. They do tons of beer festivals and things like that throughout the year. They do Christmas caroling every year, so that's always fun to be down there and experience that. Unfortunately, Old Ellicott City is an area that floods easily. In 2016 and 2018, it was actually national news. There was just devastating floods to the area. So because of that, some of the buildings and some of the businesses at the bottom have gotten moved closer to the top. So they are still currently in a phase of restructuring some of the things at the bottom just to provide more area for the water to go. So recently, just less than a year ago, Gordon Ramsay, he's the very popular chef in the show 24 Hours to Hell and Back. So he was actually here at the end of last year, and he came because of hearing about the flooding and things like that. He came and picked 3 different businesses here in Old Ellicott City and helped revitalize them and get them back up and running. So I would definitely check that out. If you like any outdoors, Ellicott City definitely has some options for you. Centennial Park is definitely an area that you're going to have to check out. This park has about a 2.4 mile loop of paved area to walk and to hike. So they've got picnicking options. You can rent paddle boats. They have snack stands. Patapsco Valley State Park runs along the north side of Ellicott City. So that's another great area that you're going to have to check out if you like to hike, camp, hunt, or fish. They've got tons of options for you there. And then right next to Centennial Park is Clark's Ellie Oak Farm. So they've got plenty of things to do, from pony rides to a petting farm, hay rides. They host birthday parties, and they also sell grass-fed beef and grow their own produce for sale too. So that's definitely a fun area to go check out. So that's something else that I would highly recommend. So those are some of the things that you need to know about living in Ellicott City. If you ever have any questions or need anything at all, please feel free to comment or reach out to me directly. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you at the next video.